Folks, as we speak, some turbulent conditions over in Gastonia. We're looking live right now at Caramont Health Park there. You could see soggy field, and actually just a few moments ago we were seeing some lightning in addition to all the rain that's following. As we just heard briefly from our weather impact team, got some storms on the move tonight, and we are also learning this ground stop is in effect at Charlotte Douglas until at least 5:30.
So if you ever wondered why we see heavy rain more frequently in the summer, it has a lot to do with the heat and humidity.
Meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees is joining us now. So what are you talking about here?
Well, it seems counterintuitive, right? Because heat and humidity, we talk about how rain can eventually cool us off. Well, it all comes down to moisture content. So for every 1 degree we warm temperature-wise, degree Fahrenheit, the air can hold 4% more water vapor. So as we continue to warm, there's more precipitation that can fall. So during the summer months, when it's more humid and of course more warm, that means that the air is also holding more water. It's also the reason why we always talk about how warm, moist air takes more energy to warm up, because warm air also holds more density, more mass. Think about the ocean, right? When you see warmer temperatures, the ocean starts to expand because the water molecules are essentially bouncing back and forth. And it's not just us here in the Carolinas. In fact, this is present across most major cities, about 46 of the 50 across the United States. But actually, the main increase when it comes to higher rainfall intensity within the last 45 to 50 years has actually occurred in most of the Midwest and the northeastern part of the United States, so up toward the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. So here in the South, we are seeing an increase. It's just not increasing at the same clip. Well, most likely just because we were already so hot and humid, right? So we already saw significant rainfall events. Now, specifically here in the Charlotte area within the last 50 or so years, we have seen an increase at about 10%, which means our rainfall intensity since 1970 has increased relatively substantially. But 10% is actually on the lower side if you compare it to other parts of the country. As I mentioned, the Midwest and the New England states, some of their increases have been 35 to 45%. So of course, with heavier rainfall events, it means that there's a higher risk for localized flooding. But I know Brad and I are always talking about this, calling Vanessa all the time, but a lot of this has to do with warming temperatures due to climate change. But I will remind people that climate change does not cause more rainfall events. It just means that the ones that do occur can become heavier, of course, a little bit more widespread.